Today we're going to sit down and create a New Year's makeup look together. We are actually going to use the Pat McGrath Decadence palette because I did ask you guys on my Instagram stories and here on my community tab on YouTube what palette you would like to see me use for a New Year's makeup look, and I tallied them all up and Celestial Odyssey and Decadence were tied. So I figured I've done a heap of looks with Celestial Odyssey, why not go ahead and use Decadence? So that's what we're going to do today. Hopefully it sounds interesting to you. I'm also going to talk a little bit about my intentions moving forward into the new year, which is 2022. Cannot believe we are at the end of 2021. So hopefully it sounds interesting. Let's go ahead and do the YouTubey things. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let's zoom on in and some makeup on. So I just quickly went and did my brows. I don't know why, but my brows seem to be like really strong the last couple of times I've done my makeup. But anyway, we'll just live with the strong brows. They're also very distant cousins, but that's okay as well. I'm gonna use my Makeup by Myer primer. I'm just gonna quickly prime my lids. If you've seen any of my vids, you know how this goes. Like I said, we're going to use Decadence today, and I think I'll probably use like the silvers maybe, because I feel like for New Year's I wouldn't go like blue or red or even that gold. Actually, if I was going to be honest, if I was going to use any color, I'd probably use this one, but I have already used that, so we'll use something different. And I'm going to mix it with the Natasha Denona Glam palette just because this is cool tone and we're going to use silver. So, and it doesn't have any mattes. You know. The first brush I'm going to go into is my Bdellium Tool 787. And I'm just going to go into this crease shade from Natasha. Actually, sorry, I'm going to go into this shade first and just quickly run that through the crease, and then I'll fluff this one through the crease. Does anyone else feel like 2021 was the quickest but also the longest year ever? Like, it's been a year, right, you guys? Like, a year. It really has. I think I'm ready for a new one. Are you? Are you ready for a new one? I think I'm ready. I think for a second when December started, I was like, I'm not ready, but now I think I'm ready. So now I'm just going into that crease color, sorry. Same brush. Yeah, I just feel like, I don't know. I felt like, sorry, we're fluffing this through the crease, by the way. I have no idea what look I'm doing either. We're just gonna wing it. And also, side note, fun fact, I've already filmed this kind of video yesterday, and I did actually film it with Celestial Odyssey. But I haven't actually looked at the footage yet, but I just know that I'm not satisfied with it. So I wanted to do it again, and I wanted to use a different palette because the look I did with Odyssey was kind of a look I've already done. It was kind of like the green look I did in my 3 Looks 1 palette, and I really wanted to create a different one. And then today when I went to sit down and film with it, I just really felt like playing with Decadence. So here we are. We're gonna go into this color right now, which is Smoke. And also I forgot to say, you totally do not have to use this palette. Just use any neutrals you have at all in your collection, or a bronzer if you don't have any. That's totally fine. And this is a Refa 16, by the way, and I'm just going to really work this into the outer corner here. Squiggles before we fluff with this step. Squiggles before we fluff. And yes, I am going for quite a deep smoky eye kind of thing because New Year's is New Year's, baby. It's time to glam it up. Let's go into my fave, Refa number 14, and we're gonna go into the smallest amount of this color called Lash Line, like the smallest amount. I don't want it to be like a lot. And again, we're gonna push this into the outer crease here. Squiggle before we fluff. You know what I mean? I just want to deepen the crease up just a bit on the outer portion as well. I find if I really can deepen up out here, it makes my eyes look more almond than like so hooded, you know? I'm not actually going to bring it forward either. I'm just going to literally concentrate it to the outer corner. Now let's go ahead and we'll start dipping into Decadence. Before we do, Pat intensifies. Again, I say this quite a lot whenever I use this. You don't need this product. I really like it. I just find it, one, makes my eyeshadow last a lot longer because of the hood, you know, the hood on the eye. And also it really stops a lot of that that fallout going down my face, which even though I don't have my base on, I still just don't really want to have to clean my the fallout up if I can help it, you know. I'm going to dip into this color first, which I know I've already used, but I'm just going to kind of, I don't want to just go straight in with that silver. I think it's going to be quite stark if I do. So I'm just going to go into this dark one first. This is just a Delium Tool 775. And I'll just like pop this on the outer corner here, just to start introducing it. You know what I mean? Look how pretty of a color it is. It's like honestly nothing special, but I love it. I mean, it's not that it's not nothing special. Like it's good quality and it's beautiful. It's just, it's gunmetal gray, which I feel like most people would be like, how boring, but I love it. I'm just gonna flip the brush over to the clean side and we will go into this little tin canny silver right here. You could even put like this blue. That would look quite nice as well. Yeah, there we go. And then I am gonna kind of wisp it up a little bit. I don't want it to be like a harsh cut crease or anything. That's gorgeous. Okay, I'm actually glad that you guys were like pushing for that because that is very pretty. Let's leave that there and do the base, and then we will come back and we'll finish it a little bit later on, shall we? For primer today, I'm gonna use, I got this for Christmas, the Chanel Le Beiges primer, but just before this video, I filmed like trying on my new Christmas makeup that I got. And I'm gonna use some of the products in this video because I'm really excited about it, but I'm not gonna talk about them too much because otherwise it makes that video redundant, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna put this primer on. And I can't actually say if I like it yet or not because I haven't used it enough, so there you go. But yeah, I started talking about this when I was doing my eye look, and then I was just like, you know what, it's gonna be too hard to do my eye look if I start talking about anything else because it just takes too long otherwise. But yeah, I feel like 2021 was quick and long at the same time, and I felt like it went really just, it snuck up on me, December. December really snuck up on me. And yeah, I just wasn't ready, I think, yet to say goodbye to this year, but now I am. Now I'm definitely ready to say goodbye to the year, and I'm excited for 2022. And I don't really do goals per se. I'm not someone that works well with a goal. I really don't. I'm too spontaneous for that. I don't really like to be tied down to like one thing, but I like to set like intentions or like things that I kind of want to focus on for the year. Not necessarily like I need to like achieve XYZ by the end of the year kind of thing. I just like to set like a mood for the year, if you will, in different areas of my life, you know. I'm gonna take my Bobbi Brown color corrector, but yeah, I kind of just have like moods and vibes and intentions. I like to call them intentions that I like to set for the year, and I have different kind of aspects. Like I think I'm so blown away by my YouTube channel. Like this time every year, I like to sit and think, I always say to myself every year at this time, like, I wonder what my life will look like this time next year, because I always find that so much happens in a year, but also nothing happens in a year. And there's no way that I would have ever envisioned that I would have gotten to this point in my YouTube career, let's call it. I'm gonna take the KVD Modcon gel and pop this on as well underneath my foundation. I never would have thought that I would have been here, like almost on 3,000 subscribers, and meeting like, I mean, getting to chat with you guys, like the comments, like that's been amazing talking to you guys. I wish that I had the ability to do that more. You guys are just awesome. Like I really don't think you realize how much you guys make my day, like truly. I really truly don't think that you do, because you really, really do. I read all your comments and you're all just so amazing and nice and sweet to me, and I just appreciate it so, so much. And even though like I really respect the community. I like to think we're building a little community together here. That's my goal, by the way, for my channel, is to, especially for the next year, like my intention for my channel is to keep building it, obviously, but build it in a way that's like building community. I really just want a community of makeup lovers, and we just really like, whether or not you can buy it or whatever, it doesn't matter. Like that's not what it's about. I just want, the reason why I started YouTube was because I wanted to meet other people like me that just love makeup so much. That was my whole goal, because in my real life, I have like, you know, my friends are sweet and they'll like play along, but really they don't really care about makeup, you know what I mean? And like, that's fine, that's not their hobby, it's my hobby. But I really wanted, that's like what I wanted to do with my YouTube channel, was I wanted to meet like-minded people that love makeup and want to talk about it like all day, every day, like I do. I'm taking my all-time Holy Grail foundation, Bare Minerals BarePro. I'm in the shade Light Natural number 9. If I'm gonna go out to a party and I need my makeup to last, this is the foundation that I'm gonna wear because I know I can count on it. So yeah, I'd like to, moving into the new year, my intention is still like, is to just continue to build like a community of absolute makeup lovers here, that we just talk and share our love of makeup. And I hope that you guys can obviously like talk to each other in the comments and stuff, and really just build that love. I'd like to start doing lives eventually. I have no idea, one, how to even do them, even start doing them. I know to look at StreamYard, but I'm sure it's not hard. I just don't have a second right now to look into it, and I probably need to build just a little bit more of a following. Otherwise it might be like me and like 2 other people on a live, which is probably not a bad idea. I definitely want to do lives though. I personally love watching lives, and let me know what you guys think if that's something that you'd be into. But I just think it'd be so cool to be able to like chat with you guys in real time. Like that would just, that'd be so cool to like sit there and be able to like chat together. I'm just gonna take a really small amount of this Modcon gel. I'm just gonna pop it on my little palette here. And I'm going to get my brush and work it in here and just really lightly add just an extra slight little shadow of contour there. Not a lot, just a really small slither. But yeah, so my focus for my channel is just to obviously keep growing and keep building a sense of community, and also not to compare myself with other channels and other people on YouTube and that kind of a thing. I'm just gonna mix my Makeup Forever concealer and my ABH concealer together for concealer today, and not comparing myself to views and stuff. Like, views are important because truly, like, I know views aren't everything, but like views are how you guide what you guys are actually enjoying, and I absolutely do not want to put out content that you guys are like, oh, I'm not enjoying this, because then what's the point, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I don't want to get so caught up in views. Like, for example, tutorials, like what I'm doing right now, I guess, pretty much kind of thing. It doesn't seem like people love them as much. I know other YouTubers have talked about this in the makeup space. Like, people don't really love watching tutorials and that as much, it feels like. But like, it's my favorite thing to film. I love filming, doing my makeup. I love just doing my makeup with you guys. It really is my favorite thing to film. So just making sure that the content that I'm putting out here is something that's bringing joy, because if it's not, and I'm only focusing on like views and all that kind of stuff and growth and all that, and while that's something that I want and that it's important, if I'm only focusing on that, I am 100% going to like eventually like burn out and give up, because I have to enjoy it, especially because I work full-time and long hours. Like, I do this in my spare time, so if I don't enjoy what I'm filming, it's just gonna become an extra like slog and hard work, and like I'll just give up, and I don't want that because I love doing this so much. The concealer's all blended out. Let's go ahead and powder. You know the deal. Pat McGrath Under Eye Blurring Powder. And then another new product that I used in the other video, so I won't talk about it too much, is the Givenchy Prisme Libre loose powder. So I'm just taking this on my powder puff, and I'm gonna lightly set the rest of my face with it. Let's move on to bronzer. I'm going to use my Glowish by Huda Beauty. I'm gonna take my Units brush and we're gonna dip into this one. One of the other intentions that I want to focus on in 2022 is just making sure that I'm kind of keeping like makeup consumption in check a little bit. I don't feel like I failed at that this year. I really don't. I do really try and think about all of my makeup purchases and like what I'm bringing in, and making sure that they are gonna add something to my collection in some way, and I'm not just like manic buying and stuff like that. So I don't feel like that's something that I failed at, but I just want to make sure that I keep that up, and also maybe just continue to really be mindful of the makeup, like I don't want to get caught up in a hype of like trying to just review every single brand new product that comes out because I'm trying to like grow my channel and stuff like that. And I also just don't want you guys to like constantly be feeling like I'm always shoving new products down your throat. I mean, I like to bring new products into my collection very regularly, but that's not because I'm like, oh, you have to buy this. The thing that I love the most about makeup is actually trying new formulas. And to be honest, if I could, I would buy new makeup really regularly. I really would, because I truly love trying new formulations. Like, it brings me so much joy. I just get so nosy and curious about it, like what makes you better than this product, etc. While I'm here, I'm going to take my M Cosmetics Moonbeam Aura liquid highlight because it's a little bit icier. So I'm still going to be like obviously trying heaps of new products and stuff. I just want to make sure that I continue to only look at that damn well day. I just want to make sure that I am only purchasing makeup products that I've still really thought through and like really think will add something to my collection, and I'm not just like manic purchasing. So that's all. Other intentions that I'd like to set for the new year is around health. Like I've been someone that's always struggled with my weight. Not necessarily because of my weight. I mean, I definitely have struggled with my weight the last couple of years because of my chronic illness. Hormones play such a key part in the maintenance and like weight loss and all that kind of stuff. And my hormones are completely out of whack, especially the last couple of years. And there's a long backstory there. I'm actually gonna go into the highlighter in the Glam face palette from Natasha Denona because I always forget about this highlighter. I love it. I just always forget about it. So I'm gonna go into it while I remembered it. Yeah, I've really been struggling with this for like 2-3 years, my weight. And it's something that's always been a, look at that, holy crap. I love that. I've been struggling, to be honest, I've struggled with it my whole life. I think nothing more than like the average, well, I think more than the average person I've struggled with it in terms of like my thought process behind it. But you know how like women just generally are quite hard on themselves when it comes to their weight, and like we're told by society that we should be as slim as possible and all that kind of crap. And I'm just naturally I wouldn't say I'm a big girl in any way, shape or form, to be honest with you, but I'm like taller, you know, I'm not like a petite, tiny little girl, you know what I mean? I'm not even that tall, but you know what I mean? I'm curvy. I'm definitely like a Marilyn Monroe kind of curve body shape, you know what I mean? And then working with the problems that I've had the last few years with hormones, I've definitely like I originally gained 20 kilos from what I'm used to. This is Peachy King from Anastasia, but I have lost that. I actually lost the whole 20 kilos and then gained another 10 back. So that was fun this year because my hormones just make it so hard to lose weight. But what I want to do next year is actually not focus on the weight, but focus on my health. So instead of like, honestly, all I do all year is think about and stress about my weight and losing weight and what I weigh and what size I am and what I look like. Anyway, so what I want to do in 2022 is just let that go, because clearly, like, I'm 32 years old in January. It's obviously not serving me if I've been doing that my whole life and we're still struggling. I want to let that go, and I want to focus on exercise, which I do exercise, but I just want to focus on exercise and eating healthy. I eat really poorly. I will be the first to admit that. I'm just going to take Caring Coral from Huda. I eat really poorly because, well, I don't eat poorly, but I don't eat as healthy. I'm making it sound like I eat junk food. I don't even do that. I just eat snacks or like pathetic foods or like nothing because I'm so time poor that I find it really hard to, and also I'm a really fussy eater in that I won't eat the same food over and over again. So like, you know, to kind of be consistently healthy, you need to eat like, say, steak and veggies or chicken and veggies or whatever it is. I like don't like eating that every day. Anyway, it's complicated. So I just want to like make sure that I'm eating and nourishing my body and, you know, my energy levels and all that kind of stuff. Let's move on to the under eyes and finish that up. I'm gonna go into a mix of crease and smoke, but it's not all about me either in this video. Let me know what your New Year's intentions are, or are you a goals person? If you feel comfortable, obviously. Let me know, what are you looking for, or even just what you're looking forward to. Let's hope we get some normalcy. My God, what does that even feel like anymore? Do we think that will happen? I don't know, you guys. I'd love to. I'd love to be able to travel in 2022. That would bring me a lot of joy. But we'll see. Whatever is meant to be will be, I'm fairly certain. This one for the inner corner. Yeah, that's gonna be lovely. Stunning, just stunning. So let's put this on the inner corner. I'll just swoop it up a bit too, because why not? Let's do Charlotte Tilbury black eyeliner on the top. I'm actually gonna take Endless Cacao from Makeup Forever, and I'm gonna pop that into the lower waterline as well. So now I'm just going to go and put mascara on. I'm gonna mix the Pat McGrath Fetish Eyes with the Dark Star mascara. I am going to do my hair, and then we'll come back and we'll do lips and like finishing touches together. So just a jiffy. I'm gonna take my Makeup Forever Endless Cacao artist color pencil or whatever it's called. These things are really cool because you can use them all over the face. I like it. We're gonna take Huda Babyface. I think this will be perfect for this kind of look. And then that lipstick is so creamy, you just absolutely do not need a gloss. So let's zoom you back and wrap it up, shall we? So this is the finished makeup look, and those are kind of my intentions moving forward into the new year. I don't like to set too many, I just like to set a couple, and I really just want to focus moving forward on my channel and having fun and building a community of makeup lovers here, and focus on my health because it's probably pretty important for the first time, you know. I kind of always ignore it and I should probably actually focus on it. But yeah, let me know what your kind of resolutions are for the new year, intentions, goals, whatever it is that works for you. And I hope you enjoyed the video some way, shape or form. Let me know if this is, well, let me know what makeup look you're gonna wear on New Year's. I'd love to know that too. God, I'm asking a lot from you from this video, aren't I? Now, if you're watching till this point, you will know that you are just an absolute legend. Thank you so much, truly, from the bottom of my heart if you are. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and guess what? This is the last video that I will be posting for the year of 2021. So happy, 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 happy New Year. I hope you have an incredible end to this year, and I hope that you have the best 2022 that you can possibly have. And I will see you next year. My that's the wrong one. Givenchy. Yeah. Where's my brush? Where's my brush? Where's me brushy brush? Well, isn't she smoky and vampy?